All right, guys, how's it going? We are back again. We're gonna
Yo.
do a little professional yapping today. Um, want to talk about some lessons that we've learned. I kind of want to dig into like some of the stuff that we failed over the years in Minecraft, and it's some of the stuff it taught us that apply to like outside of the game, like real life stuff. So maybe you should grab a snack or two, hop down, and take a seat. Let's talk. Maybe we can instill some good advice and tell you some funny stories. If these are a little funny, maybe have a laugh, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, to be honest with you, man, failure is something we all kind of encounter. It's going to happen one way or the other. We're all going to fail at something. It's not all going to go perfect. That is life. You may fail in Minecraft. Like, legit, you may fail building a base. You may fail in a trying to PvP somebody. You guys watched me get beat up the other day on stream live in 4K. I mean, come on, I got caught in 4K. I'm a little washed, to say the least. I mean, you'd probably be surprised if I told you that some of the best lessons that I've learned for real life kind of came from the stuff that I didn't do well in Minecraft, especially the first time I tried it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about some of the really memorable ones that Blake and I have from over the years, some of the cool lessons it's taught us. And once again, I think some of these stories will be pretty funny. So stay tuned and let us know where you laughed. So the first one was all the way back like in beta. So not related to the back to beta series, but back to when I first started playing the game. Blake and I played our first beta server together way back when I really had no idea what any of this stuff did. I may not know everything now, but I really knew nothing back then. I was a kid,
Super
the
noob.
first time really playing. Yeah, super noob, like the super
Yeah.
noob, bot lobby noob. Um, and I tried to build an underwater base, bro. I was like, I thought, hey guys, let's build this underground. He's off getting resources, like always. Bro's
Yep.
doing 85 different things in a different part of the world.
Big
And I'm
farmer.
trying to build this stuff underwater. Big farming enthusiast, Blake is. So I'm trying to build this underwater base. It's not cooperating with me. As y'all can see in the back to the beta series now, the water physics in beta are abysmal.
Yeah,
Like
they're rough.
they will shove you down and not stop. Um, and so I had no idea how to deal with that, and I kind of had to put blocks where they needed to go to not let the water flood the base. So like I kept flooding it over and over and over, kept breaking all my torches. It took me hours to get this small underground base to actually work. And it was really just a crazy mess.
Cobblestone everywhere, sand. It was just yeah. It's it's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely hot mess. But it did teach me some stuff. So like I learned from there that maybe the best thing to do is be a little bit prepared when taking on something like that. So like for example, when we do stuff for videos now, especially something we don't know, I try to Google a little bit. Like I want to muddle through and figure something out because I think it makes things more fun and it's more genuine. You know, you don't see us do something and like, oh, he knows everything there is to know about this topic already. I'm not here to come across as a subject matter expert.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm here to be fun and relatable because that's what I am. I'm not here to be the big YouTuber like I've talked about before. We're not here to be the big YouTuber you never hear from. We want to have fun. We want to engage with you guys and want to become, the boys. Want to be the boys you want to play with. That's kind of the goal.
Yeah, for sure.
So it taught me how to come in with a plan, though. So I always do a little bit of research now that I never did know to do before, and it's always cool to be able to try to go headstrong into something and hope that it works. But having a little bit of a plan will definitely help you get started. So that's the first lesson. That's the first piece of the puzzle that you got.
Oh
Be
yeah, for sure.
prepared, at least as prepared as you can be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at his house now. Like you should have seen what it used to look like before. it's it's a lot
Listen,
better. It's a lot better. I promise. Like his house is. I mean, I think it looks cool. This is me.
it's
That's where I'm at.
it's it's old school. It's old school.
Yeah.
The old school houses that I was building dirt
Yeah.
huts, thinking that was like, oh guys, we're good, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. He was just a big dirt enthusiast. I mean, in fairness, yes, the base does have all walls made of windows, so don't throw stones or it'll fall apart. But
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for the realistic physics, the base would just well, honestly, even with the sport columns, it probably just fall off.
oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh
But
yeah. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. That's be something fun to experiment with. I've seen
well,
people
yeah,
do.
there are shaders and like mods you can use to give Minecraft like full on physics, and
Yeah.
it probably just fall off into like the ice lake below us and just
Yeah.
break.
Oh yeah. And then just blow through the ice. It's like, oh god, you know. I think it'd be funny for sure. No, for sure.
Yeah, taking some steps to be prepared before you jump into something definitely helps.
No, for sure. If you don't, well, you're gonna fail, and that's okay, because then you just learn from it. Let's see. So, what's the? We're talking about the castle, right? The castle situation that you
Yeah.
had. The
Oh
castle of
God,
good old 2012.
bro. I knew we'd bring this up. Like I wrote this down on my side thinking you might bring this up. So there's another one. And I've probably done this more than once. But this is the one that comes to mind. It's on the same Minecraft world, making another base later on down the road.
Yeah.
A few more resources in our pocket to try to build. And I tried to build a huge castle. Like I wanted to make a big one. It didn't end up going that way.
No.
But thought it was gonna be cool to build a really cool and intricate castle. I saw building videos on YouTube. I'm like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make that happen.
Huh.
Um,
Yeah, you did.
I severely underestimated how much wood and stone I needed to do it.
Yeah.
So I got done with half of a small castle and ran out of resources. So I thought, I got like 10, 15 stacks of each here. We could probably figure it out.
But he made the corner of the
was
castle.
it was not happening. And Blake finally shows up after, whatever he's doing across the United States on the server because he finds ways to do that.
Yep.
And he was like, bro, what are you
Part timer.
doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, I ran out of stuff, so now I gotta get more stuff for this castle.
No, for sure. Well, I mean, it's like, when we were building part of the base initially, we needed more wood. Didn't have enough, had to go farming. And then even me in the wheat farm, I didn't ever bring a shovel. As you guys remember, I was punching all the dirt blocks, which made it take way longer. So just being ill prepared doesn't ever get you anywhere.
No, this is a lesson Blake needs to take too, just for that, just for the wheat farm situation.
I know. It's a new
One,
move.
managing, I mean, it kind of comes down to like, translating that to real life is like managing your resources and setting realistic goals. Everybody, I'm a big fan of the term uh, aim for the sky and don't be upset when you land among the stars.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but set a realistic goal first. Like set a stepping stone. So like instead of me saying I'm gonna build a big castle like I saw on YouTube, I'm gonna build a smaller one first, and then we're gonna add to it. Kind of like we're doing with the base now.
Exactly.
Being a little more realistic in your goal setting. Like don't ever sell yourself short, but always try to set up a goal that is realistic for you to reach now. Because if you just set yourself on, if you woke up this morning and say, guys, like I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a CEO, I want to be an NFL football player. You can get to those goals.
Yeah.
Nobody is out there to tell you can't. The only thing stopping yourself is yourself, but don't set that as your only goal. Let's use the example. I want to be a CEO. Let's get into the business world. Whatever business you want to chase down to be CEO, and maybe start working in that world. Work on certification, schooling, whatever you need to get in there. Get in the door. That's your first goal, and you can complete that goal and be like, "Whoa, I made some progress toward the big goal. That's the overarching goal. 20-year plan kind of goal. But I finished the first one on the way there. That's great. I can still celebrate this. This is still a victory because I'm still moving towards the overarching top goal." But I finished one along the way, and I can celebrate that. You should always celebrate your victories.
Yes. Oh, yeah, for sure. It keeps that reward system flowing because if you wait to get to the big goal before you celebrate, you'll get burnt out. I mean, it'll make you feel unrewarded. Obviously, yes. Then when you finally get to it, you're like, that's it. It's not always going to meet your expectations. So be realistic and set fun ones along the way. So that way it builds up to it and adds value to the overall objective.
And enjoy the journey. Some people say the best part about reaching a goal is enjoying the journey to get there. And that may be enough for an entire new video in and of itself. Like that might be something that we jump up and talk about this afterwards because it's very important to enjoy the journey where you're going. But it's all a part of the same thing. You're reaching a goal, but if you only set your sights on the top goal, the top of the line peak, well, you don't get to enjoy climbing up the mountain along the way.
Right. Exactly.
So, resource management, set some realistic goals, like know what you have available to yourself as far as resources go. In this case, say Blake's PC's from 1997. That's not the best resource for us to have, but it does the job.
No, for sure.
Just for example, this video right here is going to be edited on a new editor that we're using that can hopefully leverage his older hardware a little bit better without degrading our video quality.
Exactly.
And so we can still bring you the same content that you guys expect at the same quality level that we hope to be putting out. But we're taking advantage of the resources that are available to us. We're trying to always improve our production quality because I don't want you guys to think, well, they're just uploading like blank, lightly edited footage from a computer and expecting people to enjoy watching it. I want it to be fun, engaging, and everything to watch. So we're trying to upgrade stuff on our end, make this as enjoyable as possible. That's just resource management. Know what you have available, and set goals that are realistic to get there. That's the main point. Before I go off on another tangent.
Oh, for sure. No, I agree, and I think that I'm really grateful that we've dug and found some research, and we found something that can help get us better quality videos out at a more reasonable rate. Whereas before, it just took hours. Like when I say hours, multiple hours, days, and it would crash, and then you lost all your progress. So not fun.
Yep. Yep.
But you have any more stories you want to share, Braden?
Okay, fine. I got one more that came to my mind because I was just thinking about this as we write it. This isn't even down on the list, but this is ad libbing. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, I, over engineering is a problem. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to do something. So this is something that I still don't do in Minecraft, and I leave this to you because I don't like it, and I've never learned to do it well. This is still something I have not learned to do well because I've never had to do it. This was a little more modern. This was like 1.7, 1.8 release when we played together. It was like 2016, 2017. We were on another survival multiplayer server, not ours, playing on somebody else's. But I wanted to build a redstone trap, like to help with a mob spawner.
Yeah.
Like redstone doors and open, auto loot grabbing, like the shulker boxes. I guess this may have been newer. I don't know when shulker boxes came out, but
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
using all
It's
that
been a
stuff to
while.
like deposit stuff into chests. Kind of an automatic mob spawner with redstone. Dude, I have no idea how to do redstone. Okay, like, you'll probably see that going
No
forward
way.
in the server. I have no idea how any of that works. I know how to put a redstone torch down and make a little line with a redstone. Maybe make something light up, light the
Lever.
TNT
Got
off
a
with a
lever.
pressure plate, levers to open doors.
Yeah.
But the intricate stuff, especially once they drop like command blocks with redstone,
Yeah.
dude, don't ask. Like I don't know. That's
Yeah.
something I am by no means experienced in. But I tried to build something like that. Obviously, it didn't work. I spent hours and hours and hours on this trying to make it work. Blake eventually kind of came in and I guess fixed it up and we made it work. But I was like, yeah, I tried to reinvent the wheel here. Blake came in, helped, really simplified it down, and made it so that actually, helped us auto farm mobs with some automation there. So it worked out in the end.
Oh yeah.
But don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't overcomplicate everything you're doing. A simple and straightforward push is going to make the best approach because if you over engineer something, you're going to second guess and overthink everything you do, especially in what you're doing.
Oh, for
For
sure.
example, let's go back to the goal setting. I'm going to use YouTuber as an example because Blake and I talk about this channel all the time on what we want to do, what we think good ideas are. And sometimes we both have to look at the other and say, hey, bro, like, we don't need to reinvent the wheel here.
Yeah.
Like, this does not need to be the most complicated, convoluted, massive edit, high, like, movie studio production quality video. It just needs to be good.
Right. Yeah, and
We should focus on making content that people like to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, I'm the perfectionist. I always like to, the editor, that sound. Where's that sound at? It has to be right there. It has to be perfect. And it's like, dude, no, just make it funny, make it good.
Buddy will have
Send
7
it out.
audio tracks in these videos, trying
Yeah.
to edit them. Buddy will be in there in the editor and be like, hey man, I got this audio track for this part, this one for this one. I had to make sure the audio was perfectly synced with this bit rate on this audio. I'm like, wait, how is it going to sound in my headphones? I don't think everybody has a hi-fi system with the Bose speakers in their house to hear the Minecraft video.
Oh, for sure.
Don't get me wrong. There are times and places where that is warranted. You need to have that level of production quality. There are others where, hey, maybe I'm just going to put my headset on or my phone speakers, and that's how I'm going to be watching it.
Yeah.
If it sounds great on there, it's good enough to do the trick. You don't have to over-engineer and overcomplicate everything because you'll stop yourself from starting a task, or you'll stop it over and over and over and not be able to get it done.
You'll get overwhelmed. That's what you can relate that even in real life.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share a little anecdote from Minecraft to kind of help relate it to the gaming world, but all of these things helped us learn real life things. And these aren't the only examples of it, but they really just help learn how to deal with things.
Oh, for
Next
sure.
time you face something in real life that you're like, hey dude, I failed at this, or something in the game you failed at. Think back to this video, kind of some of the lessons we've been over. Maybe we gave something that'll help you. And if not, think about what happened, what caused you to fail. Analyze that, sit down and self-reflect on it a little bit, even if you just take 5 minutes to reflect on what just happened. Use that as fuel to learn from it. Don't take failure and say, well, I'm good enough. I failed. I'm not trying anymore. It is what it is. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah,
Learn
exactly.
from your failure and put that into your everyday life. I promise you'll be better for it.
Oh, dude, 100%. I mean, yeah. I mean, your biggest motivator can be yourself. Just do it for you, if not anybody else.
that's kind of the skinny of this video. That's kind of the most what we want to talk about. But what I want to say at the end, call me a bit annoying for this, but hey guys, really appreciate you stopping in and listening to us today. If y'all like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And rather than just dropping a comment, I got something for you. If you made it this far in the video, I want you guys to drop down in the comments some of your funniest fails you've had in Minecraft, or some of the most valuable life lessons you've learned, especially if they're like connected together. That's even better. But you could drop, either one of those things down in the comments below. We want to hear from you. We want to relate to that as best as we can. And anyone, iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah,
So if
exactly.
you have something that we haven't encountered and you failed something and learned it in a different way, I want to know that. I want to learn how to be better all the time. So
Same.
that's all I got for you guys. But until next time we see you, keep enjoying life, keep learning, keep failing, learn from us some more. See you guys.